The competition and the importance of creating the art not only goes as far as just the city and our Apple Festival and the support from First Merit Bank, but also allows the kids to be creative in their own city and support what it means to be an Illyrian. So having this many entries this year has been an awesome experience to see all of the different artwork from the kids. I had the privilege of getting a sneak peek of all the artwork. So seeing the kids producing the artwork and being sponsored by First Merit Bank has just been an awesome adventure, especially since it started the first year I started teaching. So seeing it grow over the many years has been a very exciting adventure. Art is important in the curriculum just for the sheer fact that it helps build strong individuals, students who can speak their minds and be creative on the spot of a dime, or just problem-solving skills that encompass all of the core classes. Art breathes its life into each English, math, science, history. You can see it anywhere, especially now in our today's business world. There are artists now on resident site in every single business because they need that creative spirit livening up their work. So it's really important, especially since today is the last day of Arts and Education Week that was brought about by our state legislature, and it's a national event. So you couldn't end a better week of arts and education than having all these awesome students come up from grades 3 through 12 and experiencing a little recognition for their hard work and dedication.
I've been involved in the Apple Art Contest along with my students since it started over a decade ago, and my students really like to participate in the Apple Art Contest because it allows them to showcase their artistic talents and also get involved in the community. I teach art at 3 elementary schools in Elyria, Oakwood, Prospect, and at Windsor, and this year there was a mistake with the artwork at Windsor. The artwork was not picked up, so it wasn't able to be entered into the judging. And so Linda Brown, who's in charge of the Apple Art Contest, was gracious enough to allow Windsor students' artwork to be judged and then showcased at the Apple Festival. So Windsor was able to have its very own category with 3 winners from 3rd grade and 3 winners from 4th and 5th grade. The rules of the Apple Art Contest are only specific to the size of the paper. It has to be 9 by 12, but the medium is really up to the students. And so they're able to use paint or collage or colored pencils, markers, crayons.
I created just like a bowl of apples with like all kinds of different color apples, not just like red and stuff. And I did like blue in the background, and I did like a placemat on the table. Sometimes it just comes to my head and I draw it. I like the Apple Art Contest because it's fun and I like to draw stuff and plan out my art like you do like for art competitions. So I just did that and I practiced at home for what I was going to do, and then I drew it at school and I won first place for Windsor.
I've been involved with the Apple Art Contest since I was in probably Franklin, which is my elementary school. I always thought it was fun to do because you could come up with so many different designs using apples, and you can use so many different mediums. And this is the first year I've actually ever won the Apple Art. The medium that I used for my Apple Art, I used pencil. I used gray pencil and colored pencil. I had drawn a grayscale rose with a colored apple in the middle, and then drew thorns and vines and leaves around it. My Apple message had a lot to do with it. My message was, even the most beautiful things can hurt you. I thought of a rose as something symbolic of beauty, and then the thorns, you know, if you try to touch them, they would hurt you and prick you. So I thought I could incorporate that into something to do with apples, so I had drawn an apple in the middle of the rose. If you're a young child and you're entering the art shows such as Apple Festival, I would say just keep working at it and keep trying. Don't give up on it, even if you don't win.